Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another video brought to you by SeniorCatWellness.com. If you enjoyed today's presentation and find it informative, please feel free to subscribe to this channel, like the video, and share the content. Today's video subject: why are cats always evil in movies? Before we begin, let's first take a look at today's topic overview. There are three theories why cats are portrayed as evil. Cats have two unique anatomical parts to their eyes that give them an evil look. These include the tapetum lucidum, which makes their eyes look shiny in the dark, and their vertically shaped pupils. Next up, their behavior isn't as high energy and affectionate as dogs, which can seem ungenuine and nefarious. And finally, many cultures have historically viewed cats as bad omens, which leads to stereotypes. Before we address the whole looking evil business, it should be stated that if you are a regular around these parts, this video will be a bit different. In truth, this topic probably should have been rolled out during the Halloween season. This will certainly be a bit more relaxed compared to many things we cover here at Senior Cat Wellness. And with that said, let's set up a bit of a foundation, shall we? The stereotype suggests that dogs are man's best friend, while cats, on the other hand, are often the sidekicks of the evil villains, or just standing all alone and downright evil themselves. Many times, to some degree, cats are indeed the bad guys. While I doubt anyone really cares, because after all, we're talking about Hollywood and fiction, but if cats do get a bad rap, I guess Hollywood is to blame, at least in part. They write the scripts and execute the storylines, whether we're talking about the big screen or just an animated cartoon on your television. While this much of the equation is fairly understood, as cats being depicted as evil is almost as old as the written word itself, what about the real world? Why do cats look evil? Why do some people seem to think so? Let's start with the eyes. We won't get technical in this video, we'll save that for another day. But if you're not used to how a cat's eyes appear, you could view them as a bit strange and unsettling. They are a bit weird. And what do people typically notice first? Those shiny eyes and vertical pupils. In the dark, you'll notice that cats' eyes have a shine to them when light is reflected. This can give felines a rather ominous appearance. And about those pupils, they change shape based on stimulation levels, and one shape is vertical. For some, this is rather appealing and alluring, while for others, this look can be a bit unnerving and strange. The look of evil intentions, pure evil, like stealing your spot on the sofa. So, what about this whole bad guy stereotype? I mean, we all know it exists. Even hardcore cat enthusiasts will likely concede as much. But how did this stereotype start in the first place? Was it merely plucked out of thin air? Let's take a look. First up, feline behavior in contrast to, say, dogs. If you are in fact more of a dog person and stumble upon a cat for the first time, it could be a bit jarring. And by stumble upon, I'm speaking more along the lines of close and personal contact. Now I know some of you are probably thinking, jarring? What the heck? How could it be jarring? Okay, just roll with me just for a bit. I mean, let's be honest. The overall behavior of most dogs and cats couldn't be more different. Dogs are known for their affection and flair for attention. Cats are naturally more independent, and sometimes getting a cat to bend to your wants, well, it's like pulling teeth. And while there are some dogs from hell, I think we've all petted a quiet and peaceful cat only for it to lash out suddenly due to overstimulation. In a nutshell, by comparison, feline behavior can be tricky and uncertain. At any moment, a sweet cat could raise some serious cane. To a non cat person, an outsider, this kind of behavior can be a bit unnerving and even scary. Next, we have cats are historically bad omens. I mentioned Halloween a bit earlier. Well, boo to you too, because there's some history with cats. Dating back to the Middle Ages, felines were often associated with witchcraft and omens of death. How lovely. Salem witch trials, anyone? That's right. Massachusetts in the late 1600s. You can't be a witch without a black cat, or at least history would say as much or suggest as much. Historical associations are hard to break, and even to this day, well, it's not really Halloween, is it, without black cats? They're as familiar as the fictional character of Michael Myers, haunted houses, and things that go bump in the night. So, why does Hollywood hate cats? Well, now here we are, back to that topic of Hollywood again. Today's topic: why are cats always so evil in the movies? The look, how different they are compared to dogs, and history. Everything that's been said thus far essentially rolled into one. Writers often lean heavily on stereotypes to get their point across, if you haven't noticed, and cats are easy targets in this regard. If you go through the history of television and film, there are some evil cats that have become rather famous. While this subtopic alone could have its very own video, how about Church, the British shorthair from the original Pet Cemetery in 1989? That's my personal favorite. And to strike up a good conversation, what is your favorite evil cat? Is it Church? Let me know in the comment section below, and all the horror fans out there should be able to give me a very good list. You can't really be the bad guy unless you share the screen with the animal version of the bad guy. This goes for on set and the world of animation. Villains with cats. The list, well, it probably goes well into the dozens, I'm quite certain. However, since I named Church when it came to film as a standalone evil cat, how about Gargamel from the Smurfs? And the cat, of course, it's Azrael, the big bad villain, and his cat. And who remembers Angelica from the Rugrats, her cat Fluffy? Essentially the moody feline version of Angelica herself. Once again, drop me a line in the comments and let me know your favorite villain feline duo. So, before we close things out for this video, dogs, yeah, they more or less get all the love when it comes to television and film, although I'm sure fans of Cujo would probably disagree. However, by and large, cats do get the bad end of the stick on this one. Stereotypes are indeed very hard to break. They're even harder to dissolve when there's money involved. I mean, black cats don't exactly roll out the red carpet for Christmas, but they'll certainly roll out the black one once it hits October 1st. Are cats really evil and nefarious animals? No, but hey, there's something a bit cool about wearing the black hat. I mean, not every pet is Lassie. Isn't that right, Church? Church? If you would like more information concerning today's subject matter, including in depth sections about those shiny eyes and vertical pupils, and generally all things wicked as it relates to this very topic, please click the initial link in the description box below and join us over at seniorcatwellness.com. And once again, feel free to like and share this video and subscribe to the channel if this type of content is of interest to you. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you later.